Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and welcome back to Let's Play Amnesia, The Dark Descent. This is episode 4. So last time, we arrived at a new area where there is an elevator that we need to repair. So we're down here trying to make an explosive mixture so we can get some of the parts for the elevator. And we've already gotten half of the mixture, now we just need to go over and drill a hole in the other one. And there was a monster down here. Don't know if he's still present. Secondarius, okay. Cannot use this item this way. Really? No hole has been drilled yet? Yeah, that's because you won't let me. There we go. I guess I just used it on the wrong spot. Okay, so we put this in here. At which point it will become a dangerous mixture. I thought I was going to have to carry this in front of me. Surprisingly, it just went in my inventory. I ran out of oil, though.
I have to get out of here.
Yeah, thanks, Daniel. We just need to go up the stairs, right? Yeah, I got a lot lost here last time because I didn't realize I picked up the drill bit. Or didn't pick up the drill bit, rather. So now we need to go around the corner. Yeah, I thought, based on the way they talked about that mixture, this was going to be similar to that part in Penumbra, where you have to, you know, carry a explosive TNT jar in front of you while hopping across holes without dropping it or banging it against anything. Don't stand too close to the blast. I don't think you needed to give me a hint for that. How exactly... How is that gonna... explode? Exactly. Do I need to huck something at it? Because I feel like it's not just gonna go off on its own. Well, if I get too close, I'm gonna be boned. There we go. I mean, with the way this castle is falling apart, that was just as likely to bring the ceiling down on me. Have to remember this area also has a particularly unnatural darkness to it. Tinderbox.
Why are you doing this? Get away from me!
Something bad happened to some lady down here, but we don't really have much context for it. Food storage room. So we are still looking for parts for the machine, because we only have one. Ooh, stale bread. And stale dog meat? This doesn't really look big enough to be beef. Guess it could also just be people. Oh, I think that was a ghost. He had an ephemeral glow to him. Maybe not, though. We'll open that door last. We want to try to avoid tangling with Mr. Lips as much as we can, because he nasty. Also, I found out from my girlfriend, who has played this game before, that those water monsters are actually supposed to be some kind of fish creature, and they're not just like invisible men. Because I figured it was just kind of like an invisible version of Mr. Lips. But yeah, no, apparently they actually have concept art of the creature, even if you never see it.
Oh God, no, please, I'm begging you.
who was this? A maidservant? Just some random villager who wandered in here and got slit? Okay, the machine parts are in this direction. Now I need to know if there's actually something in here. Okay, he is real. Touch. I didn't believe in his existence, and now he's after me. Oh, he quick. Here's me like, why couldn't I leave well enough alone? Alright, well, we know he'll get bored and wander off, because that's how he do. I really did think he was a hallucination, though. The game just fucking with you like, don't go in this room. But why did he have a blue glow? Because he had the same kind of glow as these items. Alright. Trinity steam rod, 4-phase amplitude rod. In case of a missing rod. If a full set of 3 rods is unavailable, there is 1 rod in the inner study rooms which might work in case the elevator breaks down again. Unless it is absolutely necessary, always use the spare rods in the storage before using a mended one. So we already found that one. Alright, now where did he go? There was like a shrine of hands that the game wanted me to look at, but we kind of didn't have a chance to. Why are there just so many big broken gears here? I guess those are for the elevator itself. What's this in the center of the room? Alright. I'm glad I can touch that. An important key is hidden in the guest room. Find the key that unlocks the door leading to the machine room. Find a way to start the engine that powers the elevator. We didn't find a key in the guest room. Am I supposed to do anything with this? I can't put it out by stacking metal on it. I don't know what the significance of this is or why he wants to touch it so much. But now we just gotta head back. So I do believe this is what happened to the Baron, or not the Baron, sorry, Wilhelm and his men. They became these things. Through some kind of otherworldly process. Now, the problem is, I need to get past him. Because he's kind of just standing in the doorway I need to go through. I could try sprinting past him, but he quick, as we established. Okay, as long as he goes in there. How's my health doing? A few cuts and bruises. Okay, he didn't slap me too hard. I mean, he is basically just a naked man in bondage gear, so it's not like he can hit too hard. Okay, he's not patrolling, he's just coming back, so we'll just slink along on this side. we're safe now. Unless another one shows up. Oh, there is another one. Good thing he announced himself. I'm gonna run past him. Just gotta make like a tree and get the fuck out of here before he catches up to me. He flipped through the book of monarchs looking for etchings and counted. 9 different kings from all over Europe had been depicted with an orb resting in their hands. Making progress may restore our sanity, but it also makes the castle angry. The meat is spreading to here as well.
Don't forget your bag, Daniel.
I won't, Herbert.
There is no shame in using a parasol in the desert. As it happens, it's imperative to your survival.
But it looks ridiculous.
The shame will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
But I don't want to use a parasol. It's lame. Now there's a body here. This is, I think, the first actual dead body we've seen. Or is it a statue? Some kind of weird 69 statue while Centipede Baby watches on. So, again, we'll have to distinguish between bad meat and good meat here. So, according to our mementos, I missed something in the guest room. It's a very wide torso here. Wide load coming through. Sir William Smith had been marked. There was no way for him to know that the young man from the other day cast such a terrible shadow. That chair moved. I mean, there's not a lot to look through here. All I saw when we were in here, the only significant thing that we found was Daniel's journal.
It's cold. It's so cold.
Shut up, lonely ghost. The lone hissing cockroach that lives in this room. As far as I understand it, there's not actually a reason there are hissing cockroaches in this castle. Apparently, they wanted to do spiders originally, frictional, and have them crawling on the walls, but they couldn't make that look good, so they decided on something that could be crawling around on the ground and didn't have to be super animated, so obviously these cockroaches don't have legs. And I guess they decided on hissing cockroaches, which is really weird. Because again, they are only native to Madagascar. Ah.
Oh, thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
Okay. We found the key. It is in a bottle, so you know what that means. Machine room key. That was actually well hidden. I wouldn't even have thought that we could pull a painting off. Professor Taylor was the second death caused by his damned curiosity. Now the castle's gonna roar at me again, probably. Well, I don't think we need to go down there past this protoplasmic Shoggoth. We just need to go to the machine room. I think we have all we need to get this elevator running. He panted heavily, trying his best to keep himself from screaming. The medicine cabinet had been overturned and lay collapsed on the floor. He reached through the broken glass door and grabbed all the sedatives he could find. Didn't we already read that one? Those messages on the loading screens haven't repeated so far, but I mean, if they pop up every time you go through a loading screen, eventually they're going to run out, right? I don't know what this is. Better turn it. Can't touch it. So we have instructions on how to repair this thing.
5th of July, 1839. Today, I went to the university looking for answers. I was able to sneak into Herbert's office and pick up an address book along with some relevant textbooks. Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History was very helpful, and I managed to approach the subject of the orbs. The most interesting aspect was the prevalent trace they had left in our culture. The mythic orbs may, in fact, have inspired the globus cruciger, which so many royal regalia holds to this day. In ancient times, the orbs were held by priests as a symbol of the sun and its power. As I was leaving, I overheard a disturbing conversation. Sir William Smith, the geologist, was killed last night. Less than a fortnight had passed since I'd asked for his expertise. I know it's silly, but I can't help feeling responsible somehow.
Well, we know that's going to happen to Taylor as well. Pressure. So we have 4 things we need to interact with. Or was it 3? How many times can I forget the number of a thing? Okay, let's check our notes. Nope, not that one. I guess it's in the journal. Notes. Elevator machine instructions. So, Trinity steam set functions, 4-phase amplitude, and then complete steam flow cycle. But first we need to build up pressure in this room. So 8 up and 8 down? Not gonna waste oil on this. Okay. So I guess we just need a total of 8 on both sides. Is there a valve I have to twist first? Well, this one doesn't do anything. Tinderboxes! Multiple tinderboxes. What's our tinderbox count now? We are at 26. Probably not going to use that many in the rest of the game. Okay. Now, do I have to use all of these oh. I thought I couldn't interact with these for some reason, but seems to be working now. I'm going to say, do I have to use all of these? Because if so... Six. Alright, I guess I don't need to use all of them. So now the steam is flowing. And we just have to find the rest of the machinery. Steam-powered castle. It's basically steampunk. Okay. And then the flow stops here. So I would assume this is where our first mechanism is. Is this the Trinity? That's flow. Note, there are only 2 spare rods left in storage for the elevator machinery. Make sure to only discard the ones which are badly damaged and keep the others in the inner study room, in case all 3 would crack again.
14th of July, 1839. I've read every book I can find on the subject. While rich in legend and hearsay, my knowledge is lack for the insight I crave. I've sent letters to many in Herbert's address book and received answers of varying importance. Today, I got one which differed greatly from the others. From a baron in Prussia. He said nothing about the quaint stories of priests in underground temples. He didn't even mention them. He simply wrote, "I know. I can protect you. Come to Brennenburg Castle. Signed, Alexander." What am I to make of this? Protect me from what? Is someone after me? I looked up Brennenburg and traced it to the Prussian woods near the Baltic Sea. While being the least informative letter I've received, it causes me greatest distress and interest. As I write, my thoughts are drawn to my nightmares in which a most disturbing sound calls to me. A sound defying description. A voice from the void. The last few weeks have been awful, with so many sleepless nights dreading a repeat of those horrid dreams. Tomorrow, I shall visit my physician, Dr. Tate, in hope that he can provide me with sedatives to help me sleep.
So Daniel's journals that we're finding are starting to tie into these bits of lore we're getting from the loading screens. But I still don't know anything about this Hazel that he mentioned in only one of them. I assumed it would be like his sister or something. Okay, so flow. I keep hitting all the wrong keys for this. So is this just flow cycle then? Because it only says flow, and it just has 3 of the PlayStation icons on it. Well, these look like the 3 rods, right? Oh, okay, this is where I thought we were going to have to adjust 3 separate stations, but no, this is just the order these have to go in. So, Trinity, 4-phase, then flow cycle. So, Trinity, 4-phase, and flow cycle. I don't know, it made it sound like I did it wrong. Or it's, you know, 4-phase, 4 sides, Trinity, 3 sides. And then cycle, which is a circle. So let's try it that way. That was fairly easy to solve puzzle, but I'm glad it was a logical puzzle. Okay. So those are in place. Now, how do we turn on the elevator? Probably just a switch in here.
17th of July, 1839. How has this escaped me? They're all dead. Limbs scattered, heads split down the middle, their skin flayed as if boiled. I feel like I'm falling into myself. What's happening? Sir William Smith, Professor Taylor, now Dr. Tate. Is it following me? How can it not be? It's the damn thing I brought from Africa. Something is after me. I have no choice but to trust the Baron. He better know what he claims. If he is wrong, I suspect he'll regret it as well.
Come to Brennenburg Castle. I can protect you from the curse of the orb, but you can never leave. I mean, clearly, there's got to be some connection between the orb and whatever experiments Alexander was into. Nothing in the burner. Okay. So, we just need some coal. Because there's plenty of it in here. Take a shovel. Shovel up some coal like we're in the coal mines. Take the tinderbox. I don't know how much of this we're going to need. Alright, thanks game for telling me. I was just gonna try it and see if it worked. Missing cogwheel. Okay, so we're not done here yet. We still gotta cog it up. cogwheels there. Obviously, there's one right here. I was hoping I could just throw it at it, and it would solve the problem. Oh, what does this one do? Machinery needs more work before it will run. Okay, that one's not removable, so it must be in the right spot. I get the feeling the other cogwheels are not in this room. Probably also not in this room. Yeah, we could do with the juicing up. That's a full refill, though. We'll save that for now. But we'll make sure to refill before I leave this area, because we're not coming back for it. Cogwheel. I don't know, there's something just satisfying about being able to whip this stuff around in physics while you're solving a puzzle. Makes it feel a little more visceral. You might even say frictional. Luckily, they only have one possible place they can fit. It's working. It's working. We are ready to descend. Continue our dark descent. Also, they showed off another trailer for Rebirth. And it actually looks really interesting because there seems to be a variety of environments, including some kind of other world. Whereas, you know, these frictional games, typically they stay with their one setting the whole way. So having it actually change up a bit is nice. God damn it.
There's nothing left. Everything's gone.
Seriously? It's hurting me from this distance? Fuck's sakes. I'm gonna die of meat. Oh no, this is where we came in. The door's over here. I've taken more damage. Sir William Smith had been marked. Oh no, we already read this one. I was gonna say, I've been taking more damage from floor meat than I have from monsters. Alright, well, you can't stop me now. I'm ready to descend into the darkness. Even further. Going down. Professor Taylor was the second death caused by his damned curiosity. Wait. Okay, not deep enough. Kind of wondering what the steam power would do for an elevator that descends. Carefully treading the unknown land, he looked over his shoulder at his travel companions. The outrider touched the brim of his hat, as if... something. I'm gonna say that... like, going up would make sense, but going down it seems like the only point of the pulley system is to keep you from falling too quickly. Which it failed at.
Come, this way.
What was that?
Forgive me, I should have warned you. One of my responsibilities as a baron is that of a prison warden. This is where criminals are locked up.
Like a dungeon?
Very much so. Come, don't linger.
Not just any dungeon, the darkest dungeon. I feel like I get a little bit of night blindness when it flashes white like that. Alright, my friends are here already. Sounds like our other buddy is also down here going, whoa. Okay, so, dead end here. Won't need to go back. Rats, which are very small looking, actually. They are minuscule rats. And unlike the cockroaches, they do need to be animated. Cell Area 1. There's not a lot of torches down here. A lot of these brackets are empty. I mean, I do hear scuffling, shuffling off in the distance. Hammer. Guess I'm gonna need that. There appears to be a monster with some kind of mechanical bit attached to it. Alright, fine, we won't go that way. Calm down, Daniel. Let the world stop shifting. He's still not very calm. My controls are still floaty. This is where we came in. Alright, so this is also a dead end. So this is just locked. I don't think the monster is going to let us in. Maybe if we ask nicely. Hey, open up. Nope, he's not interested. Yeah, he gets real spooked if I even go near that door. Try to grab that oil. My controls are too slippery. Huh. They really are blind. I cannot believe that just crouching in the corner worked to get away from him. Okay, he's already scooted away. Daniel's having a breakdown, just like that door.
Without you.
Hurry, child. You must go. Find Gabriel, the Outrider, and tell him to alert the King's men.
No, you come too.
Please, we don't have time to make the hole any wider.
But...
Someone is coming. Hurry. I'll cover the hole with the bed. Everything will be fine. I promise.
So I assume that prisoner's child is the girl who was stabbed to death in the other cellar. Prison, northern block. I mean, we gotta go back to that door that I tried to open because it said the lock was weak, so we can probably smash it with a hammer. Definitely haven't seen the full extent of this place yet. I think this is where Lips came from. Busted down this door. Then I ran this way. What the hell is that? Weird structure. I think he went down there. There's the oil.
Where is she? Where did she go?
No! I won't tell! I'll never tell you!
You're just making things worse. Look, this is no place for a young girl all by herself. She could be hurt or worse. There's no telling what horrors await down there.
Sounds like past Daniel was a little more implicit in these affairs than he wanted to remember.
Someone's coming.
Okay. A little bit of oil. Wow, they weren't kidding about a few drops, it was like a tiny line. So why did I want to get in here? Don't tell me it was just for the oil. I mean, we kept our chisel, so maybe that's not the only thing we needed it for. It just happened to be like, oh, you know, use it here, you get a tiny bit of oil. Oh, that blew out my torch. So we have no idea what we need to do next. I'm just wondering if there's any reason to explore those bottom areas. You know, if I'm missing something, I guess we'll find out. The hole is too narrow to slip through. Probably where we need this. He unraveled the cloth protecting the orb. Alexander reached out, picked it up, and held it against the light. Cover it, he said. Keep it covered at all times. But I want to examine it. I don't think we can climb back up that hole, so this is a one-way trip. Probably missed some tinderboxes. This looks like the kind of hole you would find giant spiders in. Or just dead ends. Did the prisoners dig this hole, or did it just happen there was a natural cavern beneath their cell that was child-sized? Kitchen. Gate is padlocked, and the padlock is in excellent condition, so we're not smashing that. Budge. We still have our chisel. I mean, I always appreciate when you have games like this where the tools you find are not just single use, because most adventure games, you find your items, you use them once, and even though you could probably use them for a puzzle later, you end up having to pick up something else. a green glow coming from over there.
2nd of August, 1839. I have arrived at the village of Altstadt. It's a haven in the midst of a vast forest and the last stop before my final destination, Castle Brennenburg. It's late in the evening, and the outrider, who has been with the coach since Bremen, advised me to wait until morning before I venture further. I've arranged for a bed at Der Müller, the village's only inn, and am now waiting for the sun to rise. I try to sleep, but as I close my eyes, I see the men who fell victim in London. My fear and shame forces me to witness the same scenes over and over. They are dead because of me.
Really, they're dead because of the orb, but since you are the one that brought the orb to London, I guess it is also your fault. It's some sort of acid. I know because I stuck my hand in it. Wow, I wasn't actually sure if that would work, but yeah, it dissolves whatever you put in it, including an entire floppy pig carcass. What is wrong with this pig's foot? Old long foot finally come to his rest. Oh, there he goes. Alright, so we probably need something to put that acid in, but first we'll need to find what it's a solution to. Wait till he gets a loaf of this. This was perhaps not the best hiding spot. Just don't look at him. Don't acknowledge him. Oh. He acknowledged me. What now, motherfucker? Well, okay, we're at a bit of an impasse here. Got a zigzag. Okay, that doesn't work. Never mind. No more zigzagging. Shit. There's cockroaches in my eyes. There's nowhere to go. I can't carry on. I'm dead. Your cheering on doesn't help there. Okay, so... Okay, so I came from here, which means there is actually something beyond there. I think he came from this door? No. To find out where I haven't been. Storage. Yeah, this is where I was going when I died. I thought this was the cave we came out of.
Help me.
The Daniel helps those who help themselves. Cell Area 3. Okay, that seems like where we want to get to.
Is he safe? Well, it's for his own good.
think I did a full lap here. This is a fairly large...
Soon it will be ready. Let there be enough time.
3rd of August, 1839. I feel like I have fled the world and all its worries. Brennenburg is a majestic creation perched upon a forest-clad hill with towers reaching well above even the highest pine trees. Following the winding road leading to the gates gives the impression of discovering something forgotten, as if journeying with Marco Polo to the hidden Xanadu. Alexander, the Baron, is a peculiar but gracious man. He seems well versed in worldly matters, and is not at all as eccentric as I assumed. My room is exquisite, and I'm confident that no hotel for miles could even hope to match it. As the sun sets on Brennenburg, its fairy tale varnish turns to an eerie gloom. Alexander's strange servants are never far away. They are a quiet lot, and their behavior could only be described as skulking. Alexander seems pleased by my presence. As he puts it, it seems like I got here just in time.
It's a very funny tonal shift between that and him freaking out right now. Boy, I hope that didn't come from this. Oh. How am I going to escape like this? I feel like I got cheesed out there because the cutscene or whatever just caused me to drop to the floor while he came out and slapped me to death. There's a weird thing where the enemy position doesn't reset when you die. Like, seem to like maintain to an extent their location. Yeah, see, he came out of here. So that's a little weird. Most of my deaths are my fault. That one was entirely the game's fault. Okay, so we were heading this way. This is where we saw the creature. At least he's polite enough to announce himself before he comes after me with his... Ugh. It's like his own, oh shit, here we go again. Box. Glass jar. So obviously we need that. Oh. That wouldn't slide, so I can open that. See, obviously we need this glass jar to put the acid in, but where do we need the acid? Probably here? Shit. If I had like a brick or something, I could probably throw it over there and he would follow it. I mean, they seem about as dangerous as the infected in episode 2 of Penumbra, in that it's not hard to avoid their notice, but once they're on you, they will persistently follow you until you find a dark corner to sit in, which was not the case in Penumbra. So now we want to get back to the kitchen. Cistern entrance. It's in very poor condition. I don't suppose we can just smash this one too? Yeah, no. Needs to be weakened further. Which makes me think we need the acid for that one, and probably can't use the acid on the good ones.
Stop!
Don't come any closer. I just want to leave.
You can't go outside. It's too dangerous.
I'm telling Gabriel.
I doubt that very much.
come out of this door that he ooh-ah'd at? No. He might if I make enough noise. Okay, never mind. He's right there. Certainly doesn't have the intelligence of a xenomorph. If I lean, I'm even more hidden. To maintain my sanity by standing in the light while also looking at Spooky Man. Okay. So he went around the corner. Wait, I thought there was a tunnel here. I guess I just kind of walked into a dead end. Are going the right way. But he's also going this way from the other side. Should be just dead ahead, though. Oh. Storage. Yeah, over here. I'm gonna have some trouble finding my way back to that padlock. It's kind of a long distance to go. Really, he's just practicing for his own disturbed cover band. Wants you to get down with the sickness. I can't get over these sacks. They are just, like, getting in my way. Ow. I was trying to get over them to grab a bottle so I could huck it across the room and he would go after it. These checkpoints are really weird. It just puts you in, like, a random spot. I guess wherever you're closest to when you died. Yeah, I still have the jar. Whereas in Penumbra, you just had specific save points. Which is what I thought those little round things we see sometimes are. Okay, is he just scripted to show up here? Oh, okay, I can't grab any of those. I don't even know if he'll walk this far into the room if I just stay still. Staring at the wall like this is... I was gonna say The Ring, but no, Blair Witch Project. Took me a second there, just a complete blank in my brain. Staring at the wall to not die. He leaves. Alright. So, dip this in here. Was kind of wondering if I would need, like, tongs or something to put the jar in there. Sometimes they like to add extra steps to their puzzles like that. Okay, so we got our acid, and now we just need to make our way back to the weakened padlock. Why is there a carpet here? He's just over there making slapping sounds. I get the feeling there might be some major tedium involved here if it wants me to... Like, if I wanted to open those other ones, I feel like I would have to dump acid on them multiple times, which would suck so much. I feel like I could dig that up, too. Yeah, so this is the weak one. And yeah, it does seem to have used up my acid. I bet he can still break that. The servants avoided him, yet he knew they were there. They all smelled of spiced wine, a mystic scent permeated by clove and sage. Alright. So this must be the cistern.
So you used the drain sewers as a means of transport?
Yes, they were built to divert water from an underground spring and are quite spacious. It seemed only natural to incorporate it into the overall structure.
But we won't be using it.
Not today. The flow is seasonal, and when the spring runs dry, the damp tunnels produce a rather poisonous type of fungi. There is an antidote, of course, but we won't be bothering with it today. Come, this way instead. We're almost there.
Well, I wasn't expecting something like this. It definitely looks different than any part of the game I'd seen before playing it. But I think we'll end it here now that we've made some progress. I get the feeling we should go back and see if my acid theory works on those other locks, because they're probably just items, but I feel like we missed one of Daniel's journals back there. Yeah, we're missing one of the Brennenberg ones, so I think if we want that, we'll have to go back and melt those locks multiple times. But I'm hoping because we made progress, Mr. Lips will have despawned. So we'll find out next time. But until then, I've been Shadefire, this is Amnesia, the Dark Descent, and I am enjoying making this descent for the first time. It definitely feels a lot like Penumbra, and that's a good thing because there hasn't really been a lot of games that also capture that feel. And Soma, like I said before, kind of feels more like its own thing than just an extension of those games. But until next time, take care everyone.